I'm Little John.
And I'm John.
We're Papa and Son Garage.
Alright, so we picked up this parts car not too long ago. What we're going to be doing is taking off this front clip. So pretty much everything past this weld and on is going to be put onto my car. My car has a salvage title, if you didn't know, and the side panel is all mangled up and it's just in rough shape, and the tie bar, it was all bent out of shape. The hood lock mechanism, I don't know what you'd call that, but
Support.
it's all rusted down here on the lower radiator tie bar, and it's just, yeah, it's in rough shape on the car. And
So if we look at his right here, you can actually see it just hanging out here, all rusted and falling apart right there. So if you look down in here, you can see it's all rusted out and rotted down there. So
and then if you look over on these walls, they're just
racked.
yeah, nothing lines up very well. And this car, if we had enough time and it didn't have a title problem, we'd probably just switch everything over. But we don't have very much time, and we don't really have the time to deal with the salvage, not a title problem.
This car's already been gutted so much, it's just not worth it. So we got this car for free while I was scrolling good old Marketplace, and guy had the listing was Subaru parts car. It said 123 for the price. We all know what that means. That means they're negotiating or just up for offers. So I messaged the guy, said, "You still got it?" And he said, "Yeah." And I read the description, said there's a title issue, said a few other things, and I says, "What do you want for it?" He said, "Make me an offer." And I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll just come get it out of your driveway and deal with the title issue myself." And he said, "All right, come get it." So that's where we're at. These doors are, a few of the doors are actually in a little better shape than his. There's some interior stuff that we got. He actually got wound up with we had, from previous videos you've probably seen, we had the gray spoiler that I had picked up. Well, this had a beautiful, nice color matched spoiler on it. So, spoiler sitting inside of it. So, you got lucky there.
Missing all of these.
It's missing a lot of your window trims. So the doors, quite a few of the doors will probably be transferred over. We'll look at them just for best. We already know the passenger rear we will be swapping over. The big thing that caught my eye was this rear bumper on this car, because his is bashed in on this particular corner. Now this does have scrapes and whatnot, scrapes and scratches right here. That's kind of the worst, but it's still about 5 times better than his. So again, we're just going to go ahead and take a bunch of crap out of this. And I mean, this thing actually has coilovers as well, so John's sister Tay will benefit from those. I almost totally ate crap right there, guys. Anyway, we'll roll a few videos here and there on it. We're not going to do like a full-on video, just quick clips on this stupid thing while we're tearing it apart. Alright guys, we're getting close to be able to start getting this off. So we looked up spot weld removers. So you can get this cool little tool on Amazon. This tool's got little bits that cut in. So what you need to do is you need to go through and you need to center punch each one of the spot welds. This tool has a spring-loaded thing. It gets in your center punch, and then it'll cut that material around. You use a drill on it, okay? And down here you can see where the glues are. I can't tell if I've got, a couple spot welds down in here that I need to get. So I grabbed out the die grinder with the heavy wire wheel on it, and I'm going to clean up that area. And so we'll be going all along here and cutting all these spot welds out wherever this support and all these I would guess you would call it inner fenders connect to it. We'll be cutting all those out and going from there on it. So we're not far from actually doing that to start drilling and cutting. By the way, beautiful day here in Utah. We're sitting at about a happy 40, I don't know, 45 degrees maybe. Beautiful. Couldn't ask for more. Still shorts weather, but every day's shorts weather, so it is what it is. Hey, we'll keep going a little bit here and there as we go and show you what's going on.
Alright, so I've been working on getting all these spot welds cut out, and as you can see, it drills in just enough to get through that one layer of metal, and then leaves that little tit on the other metal.
He said tit, guys.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see it a little better right there on that one. It kind of drills a little hole in it.
Yeah, so I'll show you how this thing works. So it's got a little needle in the middle. It's spring loaded, and you just set it right there on that center punch, and it'll just sit right in there. You just kind of have to guess until you see like a little bit of a gap or a fill in the metal. Probably just need to go a little more. So again, right on that center punch. It does that a couple times just because it's got that roller right there. And as soon as it hits that, it's a spring. So I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to bring the camera over here, but there's a little bit of a gap over here on this one.
Yeah, the camera won't focus good enough. Our camera sucks, guys. Sorry.
Might be able to get it with a phone though. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
So we'll just go back along, get it on this side and all the way around, and start popping it apart. Yep. Yep. See what he's got going on back here. Pulling this bumper off here. He's been working on it for like 2 hours.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, probably forever. Gosh dang, I think it about killed him. Finally got that thing off. Anyway, just thought I'd come back and give him a little crap and guff.
I didn't realize these lights had screws going back into them.
You probably could have unclipped it easy enough.
It can't unclip.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Where it goes inside, it will. Trust me.
Too bad. Alright guys, we got this off. Got all of this all drilled out. It's a little bit of a pain just because over here I didn't realize there was a couple spots that we didn't hit, but we got to them eventually. Yeah, it's pretty bare now. I'll run up and show you the Alright, here it is. So, it is a little buggered. We'll have to figure that out. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out, but it's not too bad. Yeah, that's it.
Hey everyone, we got John's car back in the garage. We're getting ready to tear this front end down and replace all the, as you can see, it's been caved in pretty dang hard. It's in real rough shape. We cut that one out of that parts car, so John here, he screwed up and forgot to roll on it before he even started taking the car apart. So, oh well. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this whole front end apart and front end off. Hopefully tonight we can get this new piece mounted up and at least be that far tonight with the new piece on. We'll do some camera footage along the way as we go. So as you can see, we've got a lot to get out of the way. We've got to pull wiring. We've got to do all kinds of stuff to get these, because what we're going to do is get into this whole shell. Where's that other shell? So we'll show you what the other shell looks like. Go on out here, go trucking in the yard. So the whole other shell, front clip shell, you know, I'm sure there's a name to it. So that's what we're going to swap out. And as you can see, we got a lot of work ahead of us. We took and cut it all out. We did a little bit of video on that. So we'll do a little bit along the ways and kind of go from there on it. Alright, Saturday afternoon, we're back at it. We're getting a really late start today. Had a few jobs this morning, then had some running to do to get some miscellaneous parts, a few new tools, new grinder, stuff like that. A few new shop lights, brighten it up in this place. So what we're doing is I talked about this rust hole in the body yesterday. So my OCD is not letting me get past it, so it's not the 100% right way to do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bolt, I'm going to thread it into that, and then I'm going to weld around it, and then cut that bolt off, and then grind it down, and go from there on it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right there. Stick it on in that hole, weld around it, and you know, fill it in that way. It's kind of a cheesy way to do it, but it's what we've got, and it's my creative idea for that. So it should work out. Again, it's not the right way. The right way is to just cut it all out and then put a patch panel in there, but I'm definitely not a body man, and I'm not going to attempt all that kind of crap. So I'm just going to do what I think is good for us. Alright, I got it all welded in. It looks like absolute crap right now. It just kept blowing through. It's hard to see. This camera, like we've said before, kind of sucks. So the gist of it, it's goobered all to holy hell. So now I'm going to cut that out, grind it down, make it look good. Okay, we're on to the next step. This center support bar is bowed in the middle. You can probably even kind of see it. If you kind of get back here, you can kind of see that bow in the middle there. So we're going to use a porta power and a bar. We're going to take the bar here, lay it across there, put a porta power here. I'm going to chain around the subframe and then use the chain to allow it to push down on that center cross support. See if it'll straighten out. It's a little risky. We'll give it a try, but if it doesn't go, then it doesn't go. Kind of go from there on it. Alright, so getting ready to push here. Realistically, I have no clue if it's going to work. I think I need to readjust the chain big time. Super sketchy, but I think that's like our middle name.
Yeah. Seems to be gone. You can hear that middle.
We're just maxed out, so
I think that might have just flattened out. Bounced right back.
yeah, we need to get that chain tight. Realistically, don't know how I'm going to.
Get that one link tighter?
Yeah, I did.
That might work.
I don't know if one link is going to do it, but we'll try. Still rolling. That was fucking awesome. Let's just try.
Try and set up the camera.
We like to do sketchy stuff, so. The only way us rednecks know how to do crap. Super sketchy.
If you like sketch, make sure you like and subscribe.
There you go. Super sweet, yo. Heck yeah.
I'm stoked. That's where I was
Bounce
gonna look.
back. How's that?
It's actually pretty nice.
Pretty straight?
Yeah.
Roll with it. Let's see. I like it.
Yeah. Looks nicer. Other than not to bang out some kinks.
Okay. And that's that of episode Redneck 101. Alright guys, so we have done all the prep work, got it all primered up, the spots we want to have it primered, spots that we can't get to. So I'm going to do a little short video around showing you everything. A little fix up here. It turned out pretty decent for a couple amateurs. Okay, we got the front all primered, every spot we need again on it. We've got a lot of prep work to do. You know, realistically, you can probably buy all these panels for a pretty good price, but all this stuff was free to us. It's going to be a little extra work, but we're up for the challenge. So we're ready to actually test fit this, see if we got to make any adjustments where we kind of bent the hell out of stuff. Whatever adjustments we need to make, and then we'll put on where every spot or every seam. So we got a seam here. Okay. Seam along here, seam along here, seam in, not on the inside, a seam down here, that's actually on the inside down lower, okay. All these seams, we bought a product that's a seam filler, seam sealer, not a filler, okay. We bought a product down at the local paint store, okay. We also had some paint made for this that meets the World Rally Blue. We're going to paint the whole engine bay. We've already talked about that a few times. It's kind of like beating a dead horse there. I keep talking about it. So anyway, that's where we're at with it. We're going to test fit this front clip and hopefully get it tacked in place tonight. And then tomorrow, we're out Saturday night. Right now we're probably about 8:30. We'll go till about 9:30, 10 o'clock night. And then tomorrow we will do a completion on it. We'll tack weld or continue with our welding. As you can see, every little spot weld that we've drilled out, we've got to refill all those. So your new panels, if you bought new panels, wouldn't have all those holes, obviously. So we'll have to fill all those in, grind them down smooth, make them look good. So we have a lot of work for us ahead of us. It's just the luck of the draw with where we're at with it. So that's that. Okay, we have test fit this front clip assembly. We feel pretty good about the way it fits. We will have a lot of adjusting along the way, clamping and moving and twisting and prying and holding and tacking and all that kind of crap. But for a couple, you know, redneck amateurs, like I keep saying, I feel like we're doing pretty good. So that's where we're at with it, guys. We'll get a little video along the way here with some tack welding and all that kind of crap. As you can see, we've got a lot of work ahead of us making stuff look decent. But it's a good thing we're grinders, not welders. So we'll get her done. Alright, guys. We are almost midnight on Saturday night. Obviously out here way longer than we thought we would be. So we got everything tacked in place. This is really nice and solid. It went in place. Now remember, we're welders, not grinders. Oh, I said that wrong. As you can tell, it's late and it's tiring. So we are grinders, not welders. We have a lot more. It's just literally tacked. We have to go through every single hole and fill them all in now. So the one thing that we do need to do as we're going through it is you don't want to just start welding each and every one, then you start warping all the panels. So we'd go one here, maybe one up here, and skip all around. And you just keep moving all around. So again, we've got her all tacked in place. She came together pretty nice. It's solid. Before, as you can see, remember, it was all wrecked up in the corners. The tie bar, upper radiator tie bar, was barely holding on. You can sit here and wiggle it all around and whatnot. So yeah, we've got her set in stone pretty good. It's turned out pretty well. We do have a few things that we still need to tack in place. We've got the battery tray here. We've got can't even remember what that was, windshield wash or something, if I remember right. So yeah, we made some pretty good progress today. Stay tuned. Right, guys, so we got the front end all on. We got everything spot welded. We got it all cleaned up. Well, it's not cleaned up yet. We're working on cleaning it up. We've done all the body seam filler, all that. Body seam sealer, sorry, not filler. Spit it out right. So what he's doing is working on cleaning it all up, and then we're actually going to paint it and go from there on it. So we'll run a little footage and show you everything we've done. Alright, guys, so we've done a lot of work to this car. John's been busting his butt on it. I've been busting my butt. We've painted her up, so we got the whole thing front end done. It's all painted. We did a lot of painting underneath. We still got some painting to go, so we're going to paint the firewall up, make it look good. We've decided, instead of the blue back there, it'd just be so much easier for us just to go black, and I think that it will help with having to tape off stuff and just simplify it for ourselves. We also went to the wheel wells. We did some.
I see it better on this side.
Yeah, probably see it better on the other side. Find the light. Chuck did undercoating. Painted it all up, did undercoating on it, make it look nice and pretty, and sealed up. So again, roll a little footage on this and kind of show you it's really looking nice. This engine base cleaned up pretty good. So we've spent probably, I would say, probably close to 20 hours or maybe even more redoing this front end to get it straightened out and make it look presentable again, instead of all wrecked up and damaged like it was. So again, we'll roll some more footage once we get the back painted up and it looking good, and then from there he can start putting the body back together, and we'll get the engine put back together and throw the engine in. So we're getting super close.
Alright guys, got the entire firewall painted, brake booster, everything back there. That's all the painting done in the engine bay now. Now it's just putting crap back together. Right now I'm working on wire wheeling the bash bar. It's got a bunch of rusty spots and I'm going to be painting it this color to this black. It'll be looking the same as everything in there. Yeah, I'll be making that look pretty nice. Probably get a cookie on there and get these rust spots even better. Yeah, I'll show you when it's done. Alright guys, so I changed it up a little. I ran out of the black that I had, so I just finished it off. I tried to finish it off with this gray color that I used on this bracket for the radiator and the wiring underneath it. So, but as you can see, I busted that off, and then I just started using this. I don't know what color that's called, but it's like a silver gray. It's like a tough flake in it. And I only used it just because I had a couple spots I needed to touch up. I could still see some of the rust showing. So yeah, it ate up the paint, so I just used that paint for that. And yeah, it turned out pretty good. I'm not really picky on what this is going to be because it's going to be hidden from the bumper cover and everything. So yeah, there's that. I'll be installing that in a couple of minutes. So I'll show you the results.
Alright guys, we got the car all back together. Well, not all back together. We got all the body work and all that stuff back together. So it's actually a pretty good look. We like it. Everything's lining up as good as we could expected. There are some flaws. We think the bumper cover may be the wrong bumper cover. There's something funky with that, so we're gonna have to look into that. We'll probably buy some new fenders and a bumper cover down the road. He's pretty happy with the results. He's over there smiling like a little schoolgirl.
Yeah, I also just figured out I did something really retarded. So you put the light back in upside down.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. So
good for me.
It's angled inward.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happens. I thought it looked funky. Oh
Yeah.
well. Anyway, I messed up on putting the light in. So what?
There's also writing there too. So
Yeah.
helped.
Yeah. Anyway, so here we are. Results of the car. It's looking good. And the overall look. Now we can finish putting the engine together, drop it in, and go for a cruise soon. So, till next time. We showed. So onto the hood, nice and pretty.
Got all the fenders.
For those of us that are, I like to go ahead and retape all the wire loom, make it, clean it up, make it look good, make it kind of pop a little bit. A lot of people like to do a wire tuck and kind of hide. I'm alright with just what I did, so clean them up, make them look good enough. It'll fade out over the years and come out of it. So
Definitely crack up because of the turbo.
yeah, it's just turbo drama, I guess. I don't know. So the only thing we need to do under the hood is it kind of looks like crap, as you can see. It's you better clean that up really good and then paint under it like we did all under the engine bay there. So there's that. There's a good preview for you. Till next time.
If you like what you see, check out our other videos.
And hit like and subscribe to see more on these cool vehicles.